Hey, what's up, traders? Todd here. Happy New Year. This is the free video update for January 4th. And we made a big announcement that a new team member is joining Trading Analysis. And we have a joint venture going with him, Julius de Kempenaar, the founder of Relative Rotation Graph, which, guys, I haven't added much to my trading and investing in, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. This is the first thing that I've done in a while, and it's shown me that without it, you're trading investing with one hand tied behind your back if you're a technical trader. I mean, it's like you get into a trade or an investment, and you follow your process. It's a good setup, and the stock just doesn't go anywhere. Well, I think the biggest reason is you're not aware of the rotation that's happening, whether it's growth or value that's in favor, and specifically, what market capitalization, and then what sectors. There's 11 sectors that make up the market. So you got to know what sector, market capitalization, growth, value, and even asset rotation, asset class rotation. It's such a wonderful way to figure out what's going on in the market. So I just want to show you some interesting warning signs that are happening right now as we have a sell-off in the early goings of the year, and see if we can make heads or tails of it. Also, I have a trade on now that may have something to do with this. It's like replacing coffee for me. It's awesome. So that trade we'll talk about is related to the rotation that's happening. So, all right, let's jump in. All right, quickly. So we're going to start with the monthly rotation. So you're looking at the rotation of Vanguard Mega Cap Growth in red and Mega Cap Value. Now, Mega Cap Growth has moved into monthly leading as of, I think it was like September, October, August of last year. And, it even moved into favor earlier back here in March and April. And this is one of the major reasons that I favored the bullish technical setup in the S&P and NASDAQ, is because growth is rotating in and value is rotating out. All right, so it's been an amazing run in the growth trade, and we're starting to see evidence that it might be running over. And guys, like those of you who've been following me, like I've been trolling the bears for fun. And I know I don't want to be a troll. I just like to pick and have fun. And I'm very bullish. And we've made a lot of money in 2023. But combined with the technical position of the indexes off of those late 2022 lows and the 5-wave move we've seen in 23, combined with what I'm about to show you, I'm very much paying attention. All right, so Mega Cap Growth has begun to head straight down. We're not losing any left to right. If we move left, that means we're losing some relative strength. We are losing relative momentum in Mega Cap Growth as Mega Cap Value is rotating up. Now, if we go off of Mega Cap and get down into the S&P 500 growth value, the Vanguard S&P 500 growth didn't make it into monthly leading, and we're beginning to hook down. Vanguard S&P 500 value did make it into monthly lagging, but is beginning to turn up, all right? And if we just go look at what that is over here on the weekly RRGs, and you always want to look at, for me, I always want to look at 2 time frames. That's how you have big picture and then sort of execution and trading time frame. You just got to keep track of what's going on here. So here is Vanguard Mega Cap Growth, which is rotating out, okay, right? If you're rotating on a clockwise basis, which vast majority of the time, that's how they're moving. Mega Cap Growth and 500 Growth are rotating down and out, while Mega Cap Value and S&P 500 Value are rotating in, all right? So I'm going to get rid of the Mega Caps. You know what, let's leave Mega Caps and let's get rid of the 500 growth value just to simplify. Now, what we're also seeing is not only a rotation into value right now, but we're seeing a rotation into smaller and mid-cap value stocks, all right? So just keep track here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go mid-caps next, okay? So as I flick these here, so here's mid-cap growth, the guy that highlights. So it's that guy right here. That's mid cap growth. That's mid cap value. So what's happening is the mid cap and mid cap value are rotating up. And then the mid cap growth right here is also rotating up. Let's see what's going on over here on the weeklies. Boom, boom. All right. So what we're getting on the weeklies is here's mid cap growth, IVOG. All right, look at it on the monthly. I'm trying to squeeze it in. IVOG is right here. I wish they were the same colors, but that's okay. IVOG is in red. IVOG is in yellow here. So mid cap growth is rotating in combined with a little bit of a hook here on the monthly. But what you're seeing also on the mid cap value, IVOV, is you're also seeing a hook down here on the monthly, but this is a big move here. See how it's outside of that oval? That means it's more than a 2 standard deviation move away from the benchmark. It's showing more volatility, showing more dynamic price action. So yeah, mid-cap growth is rotating in, but mid-cap value is also rotating in, combined with a good hook down here, but it's showing more dynamic price action. Now, I'm going to compound matters here a little bit, and let's just add small caps to it. All right. And I'll show you where those fit in. And I know it's getting busy in here. So that's small cap. This is small cap value here, the one flashing. That's a really big hook. And just the size of the hook, the distance between the dots means velocity or rate of change. That means there's a lot of alpha involved in there. And here's the 600 growth right there. Small cap 600 growth. Okay. So what are you getting? You're getting everything rotating up from monthly lagging, which is, this is where alpha exists, and mega cap growth is rotating down. All right. That's the main theme of the rotation we're seeing right now. All right. So let's also add small cap growth value over to weekly. And what you're going to see is, the further outside the oval you are, the bigger movements you're seeing. So the biggest movement right now is small cap value on the outside, then mid cap value, then small cap growth, right? So those are big moves. And in fact, small cap value just moved into weekly leading quad. And then the other two, small cap growth and mid cap value, are hot on its heels. But again, within the context of where we are on the monthly, the small cap value, VIOV in green right there, that's been the biggest hook. That one's most interesting. So, to take it all away, mid cap value and small cap value. Let me just do this. Mid cap value and small cap value. These guys are forming really nice hooks down in monthly lagging, and then are moving into weekly leading. So that's the kind of setup you want to see. I know there's a lot there, but this is how you really detect below the surface whether you're risk on, risk off, et cetera, et cetera. This is just a much simpler way to look at it, leaving the market capitalizations aside. This is just straight value growth ratio over the 10-year yield, which a big play. We're doing a members report right now. We're looking at the move up in yields and the impact that this is having on the rotation into value, because what's happening is exactly what we said was going to happen, which the market's going to have to come to the realization early in 24 that the Fed may not cut 6 times. And Fed Speak came out yesterday and said exactly that. And the chances of rate cuts backed off about 20-25% over the last week, and that's what's hitting the market. So you have to know from a macro point of view, rotation point of view, why the stock market's selling off and why your setup in your single stock may or may not work, right? Because you got to understand everything else that's going on around it. Otherwise, you're just trading the single dimensional charts. So everything we just said, with some small and mid cap value rotation with the stock that's growing earnings, gaining market share. Celsius just made an announcement they're expanding distribution into Canada. Only 45% of the distribution is there, where Monster's is like 40 to 50%. Plus, they have the Pepsi deal. Plus, they've been crushing earnings expectations. They've been kind of rotating out as we've seen growth and growth tech, comms, communications in focus. Well, now we're starting to see a little bit of a move up. So we are long Celsius. I have stock and options on in Celsius. I'll show you the position we have with Trade Analysis members. Come on, NVIDIA graphics card, make it happen for me. Almost time for a new computer. I've got some deep in the money March monthly 50 calls. So up a little bit of money, not much. It was up a lot more as it's pulling back. I hold the stock, but I am in some deep in the money March 50 calls, and we're trying to break above resistance here. I have this as completion of minor 4 with this rotation in a small and mid cap value that I just discussed. The expectation of a trend line break is my confidence increases. That's how you increase your confidence in trading. All right. So off the daily, you get down to a quarter day chart. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. So it looks like we're coming back here after a little bit of a sell-off. I'll even show you the smaller time frame. So I believe we may be in minuet 4, looking for this wave 4 to unfold and then move up in minuet 5 of minute 1, completes a 5-wave move. Our first target for our stock position with our members is there. And at that point, then maybe we get a wave 2 pullback on the backside of broken downtrend resistance that's now support. And then we're going to be looking for earnings here coming out soon in Celsius and potentially get a wave 3 ride up. All right. I know there's a lot there, but if you want to make money in the market, I think especially with this crazy rotation that's happening, this is the kind of work you might want to be following. All right, guys, leave it there. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. See you guys next video update. Hi, it's Todd from tradinganalysis.com. Thanks so much for watching. Listen, my team and I have so much to share with you in terms of our technical analysis, our fundamental analysis, portfolio management tactics, trading in and out, maybe options, sector rotation. Let us know what's most interesting to you. Maybe drop that in the comments section and we'll do our best to work it in. Also, consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we put out new videos. And finally, you can check us out at tradinganalysis.com if you'd like to see us manage our real portfolios in real time. Thanks again for watching.